Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you ringside for a much-anticipated bout. Let's set the table for you and get ready to dish up this big night of action. Opening 3 minutes of this scheduled 12-rounder. His weapon of choice is the big hook, but you have to be able to deliver it.
Yeah, and you got to be careful. It can also backfire on you real quick, and you can get in trouble. If you lead with a left hook in front of somebody, you can get beat with a right hand.
And he just holds on there. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out. Oh, what a left hand. Teddy, he's stunned right there. Now he's clinching right here.
And that's the only way he's getting through this round. He needs to stay there and hold on for dear life.
Get in there. Get in there. That's it.
Unable to score with the hook. Able to show you his blocking ability. The Cobra's able to land a nice, clean left hand. Back and forth exchange. 10 seconds remaining in this round. And we come to the end of round number 1. The Cobra's got to be eyeing good things to come here. I mean, he just stunned his opponent. Seems like he found the answer in that last round.
Yeah, he started connecting with the right hand, but I'm waiting for him to put the left hook with it. Then he's going to have more than the answer. He's going to have to finish.
El Terrible is just not showing me enough offense right now. I mean, I understand he did get hurt earlier.
Yeah, he did.
But he still has to put something forth.
Yeah, he does. It's kind of like that kid who gets his hand caught in a cookie jar. You know, you're not going to give up eating cookies. You still have a sweet tooth. You want to still go back and get that snack. You better find another way. He needs to find another way.
Good exchange. He fires back. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. The Cobra's punch is far off the target. Teddy, I've heard you say it a million times early on in a fight. If there's any one piece of good advice you can give, it's start depositing it into that bank. Go to the body.
Yeah, because the interest comes later, and you're going to see the payoff in the late rounds.
Halfway through this round here.
It's all right. Keep moving.
He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by El Terrible. Plus shot lands after blocking away his opponent's effort. He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by the Cobra. Combo lands to the head. The Cobra's coming up big here early on in the fight because he just showed his opponent, hey, listen, you got to be careful. I can counterpunch you.
No better way to slow down your opponent. You know, we know the other way you slow him down. You hit him right on the chin, and you make him say, hey, I don't want to walk in. But when you make him miss and you counter, that slows him down, too.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. The Cobra's really impressing us here tonight. That last round, boy, he was on top of his game and all over his opponent. Laid out some serious damage there.
Yeah, I noticed that he's starting to land that uppercut a little bit. The only thing that I wouldn't be satisfied with what he did the last round. I would just look forward for confidence to do more as sort of a good roadmap to maybe even get a knockout victory here. Put something on top of those uppercuts. You know the uppercut's landing. Now put something up top.
Keep your distance.
Boy, that worked out well with the uppercut. Some fine fundamentals, good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use G's. He used distance.
Do that again.
Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own.
Keep it going. Don't let him get
Putting
to
his
you.
punches together. Good combination by the Cobra. Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Good return fire that time. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
Hazlo. More punches. Igual que the
Not
body.
able to connect with the uppercut. We count down the final moments of this round. And that's the end of round 3.
You're making it hard for them to hit you.
So as we start round 4, we reflect on the first 3, looking at Teddy's scorecard. The Cobras earned good marks, taking all 3 rounds.
Yeah, non-eventful some of the rounds. Not a lot to separate the two guys, but I think that his jab has carried the day.
Muévate.
Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. El Terrible on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch.
Keep moving, baby. Come on.
He missed with that headshot. A little 1-2, jab followed by the cross. The Cobras doing good damage with the combination punching.
Well, right there's a good example of the benefit of combination punching. You miss the first or the second, the third and the fourth, they land.
That right hand is becoming a crutch. He can just lean on it now.
Jump on him. Nice.
On the mark, the counter punch by the Cobra.
That's what I want to see.
Missed that uppercut. That was really well done. Targeting the jabs and then thundering home with the uppercut.
You gotta breathe. How you feeling out there? You're not winning this fight, okay? You're not winning. He's beating you. I need you to throw more than one punch out there, okay? More than one. Be set.
Round number 5 has arrived. He engages in the clinch. Left hook to the body. Then he comes back with the right hand. The Cobra's combination that was landed moments ago is one of those examples of what every trainer would really like to have, and that's a fighter with good hand speed.
Yeah, and he's showing that right now. Now, the trainer in the other corner hopes he has a guy with good timing, because timing can negate speed.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
Doing great.
And he just turns that hook up top, and it does damage. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Left hook, right uppercut, both hit the head. That was a miss by El Terrible. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Comes right back at him with a left hand. The Cobra's giving his opponent fits right here. His head movement is making for such an elusive target.
Yes, it is. Now the opponent has to make an adjustment. He has to realize that he's finding air more than he's finding any surface up top. So go downstairs to the place that's not moving, down to the body. That'll start to take away some of that head movement.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. Each man able to land an uppercut. You see him holding on.
Uppercut!
That is a big right hand after eating one himself. Nice work blocking that, and then an uppercut of his own. The Cobra's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch.
Get in there!
That's the hook. You're still not moving enough. Move.
And a good counter by the Cobra. Could this be the start of a big comeback? He went from owning this fight to now nearly down and out.
You know, that's what makes boxing so great. Yeah, you can come back just like that. One punch at the right time. That was at the right time.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. El Terrible is so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. Teddy, he's just covering up. That's all he's doing, but it gives his opponent so much time to pick where he isn't.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. I mean, first of all, some of them are going to get through and some of them will watch it. They get through. And you just touched on it. I mean, you cover up, you tell your opponent, hey, I'm camping out, I'm not throwing back. So instead of throwing one or two at you, he's throwing combinations of 3, 4, 5. You got a problem.
A crushing two-punch combo by the Cobra. And round 6 comes to an end.
You have to be busy.
The Cobra's in control of this fight, Teddy. Sometimes you can just look at it and see it as clear as day. He's ahead on the scorecards.
Yeah, I have my head on my scorecard too. But right now, he can't afford to coast because this guy is still dangerous. He has to still stay on his P's and Q's.
There's another right hand.
You need to block more! Face yourself!
Able to defend and then go on the offensive. The Cobra's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Well-placed counter punch by the Cobra. The Cobra's making me real curious here, Teddy. I wonder, should he be sticking with this style after being rocked in this fight?
It's still early enough. I would say yes. You know, you don't want to panic. You don't want to just throw everything overboard. You want to stay with what brought you here. Hey, He's been taught this not for hours, not for days, not for weeks. You know, months and years he's been taught this. You don't throw it out. You stay with it.
Unload!
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Very accurate with the overhand right. And he's holding. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Final 10 seconds. The Cobra's showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch. And that's the end of round 7. Let's look at Teddy's scorecard as we begin this 8th round here, and you can see that, yes, he's up, but if you've been watching this fight closely, you know that anything still can happen here.
So his opponent is a real tough guy, doesn't get discouraged, continues to come with a fast pace, and a guy like that, you never count out.
And now just wasting everybody's time holding on.
Work on the body.
Unable to score with the uppercut that time.
Keep your distance.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. 90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8. El Terrible's hit by a counter punch there. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. El Terrible's throwing wide punches. If I'm standing opposite of that, I jump on it.
Yeah, well, if you're the fighter, that's where you have to be kind of like into a Kodak moment, where you take a picture and you say, okay, remember that, and the next time, bang, I'm going to take advantage.
Not able to land the uppercut. Last 10 seconds of the 8th round. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. And that's the end of round 8. El Terrible's approach to these remaining rounds is going to be critical. I think you do, that he's trailing on the scorecards, but I also think that he's capable of turning things around.
Well, right now it's so close, it's going to come down to the inside, I believe. Whoever does not make those sounds...
Big shot he just scored with. Wow, crushing blow upstairs.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
Carries the punch, puts one in there. The Cobra's almost got like a Viper quality to it, doesn't he? He just gets in there, he attacks real quick, comes in, strikes before you know what hit you.
Yeah, he's very quick, and that is his style. He likes to get in, do his damage, and get out. Right now, his opponent can't match him with that physical ability. What he's got to do is try to time him on the way in.
The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go, because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Now he ties up there.
Move your head. Muévete la cabeza.
Took a shot. Now he gives a left. And now they're trading blows.
Use your feet.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there.
Hit the bottom.
Go, go.
There's the combo downstairs. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. El Terrible's coming off a round where he scored big. He scored the knockdown. I suppose right now he's got to think to himself, Teddy, how did I do that, and how can I do that again?
He should think that to himself. That's what his corner's there for, to remind him. You know how you did it? Do it again.
The Cobra's trying to get back to where he was here in this round. He was knocked down in the last round. Now, Teddy, when you're the opponent and you knock the guy down, those opening few moments of the next round, do you try to size up and kind of take into account where your opponent is? Do you look into his eyes and assess the situation?
Well, I don't know if you get close enough to look right into his eyes as the opponent, but first of all, in the corner, you better not send your fighter out if his eyes don't look clear. That's your responsibility, looking out for the fighter. But as the opponent out there, you look at his legs. If his legs look a little wobbly, you get right on him.
He is not in good shape. Did you see that? And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again?
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Down he goes, now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on, kill a little time.
He scored well after being hit himself. Now hugging on the inside.
Get off the rope.
Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one.
You got these one.
If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by El Terrible. And just grabbing onto his opponent. Counting down towards the end of the 10th round, 10 seconds to go. The Cobras banged by a right hand.
He's empty now. That was all of it.
There you go.
He has a slight lead on your scorecard, Teddy, but nothing is guaranteed at this point. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. The Cobra's making me question how his legs are right now. I'm not sure that he's all too secure and steady on those legs after that knockdown, just like he's tying up a lot here.
Yeah, well, you don't have to wonder. You're saying you're not so sure he's secure. Well, he's telling you. You know, he's right there. That's about as honest of a fight as ever going to be is when he's clinching. He's telling you, I don't feel too good.
Just ate a big uppercut. He's in bad shape.
Nice.
90 seconds to go in this 11th round.
Keep moving.
Solid. Can he beat the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
One,
fight is over. The Cobra's night has ended early here. Unable to go the distance, he couldn't rise up and beat the count.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockout, your winner, Mayorga.
El Terrible's knockout ability cannot be underestimated. This fight had everything leaning decision. They were coasting along, then he ended it.
Well, this one brings you back to the annals of the sport, the history of the sport. I mean, makes you think about the great Joe Louis when he caught Khan late in the fight. Marciano when he caught Walcott late in the fight. Great situation here.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us, everyone.